Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Namaskaram. Namaskaram. And thank you so much. I am absolutely humbled and I'm honored. I'm honored to be with you, and I'm thankful to have you here in Baltimore, in Maryland, with the American Association and the American Telugu Association in Maryland, because we know that this beautiful hall became complete when you walked in. To your president and my friend, Jay Chala, you are a champion for the Telugu community. And has been a remarkable leader for all of us here in Maryland and all of us here across the country and across the globe. And we are grateful. I also want to thank the organizers for this conference and everyone who put so much work in to make this such an extraordinary conference for everybody. Sridhar, Banala, I just want to say thank you for your leadership as well. Thank you. And I also want to thank my amazing partner inside of this work, my dear friend, one of the most extraordinary people and leaders that I know, and Maryland's remarkable Lieutenant Governor, Aruna Miller. When I was going through the process of thinking through this very, very important decision about who is going to be your partner inside of this work, I knew I wanted to find someone that was brilliant, someone that was kind, someone who I trusted, someone who had a vision, someone who I knew could help to lead this state to amazing highs. And I remember from the very first time I met Aruna Miller, I said to myself, she is the one who can accomplish everything that I hope for and then some. Because in Aruna Miller, we don't just have an amazing leader and the highest ranking Telugu leader that we have in the United States. We have someone who, when I look at Aruna, I know that anything is possible. I know Aruna and her accomplishments are remarkable. And you heard so many of them, that she is a trained transportation engineer, that she is someone who has gone to the highest levels of academic proficiency, but she's someone who has done it with a heart for the people. And that's why she is not just an important figure in Maryland politics, but forever she will be a historic figure in Maryland politics and American politics. And I always think about Aruna when I think about the amazing day that we had on January 18th of 2022. Because as we were giving our acceptance and inaugural speeches, just steps away from us were two women, Hema and Joy. Joy, who emigrated to this country from Jamaica. Hema, who emigrated to this country from India. Two women who came to this country with a simple hope. A hope that this country could be big enough for them too, and not just big enough for their dreams, but maybe potentially big enough for the dreams of their families as well. Two women who came and led and loved and sacrificed And on that beautiful day, on January 18th of 2022, these two women, Hema and Joy, were steps away from watching their son and their daughter become the governor and lieutenant governor of a state that helped to welcome them. So I look in the faces of all of the children here. I look in the faces of all the wonderful boys and girls here. And I want to tell you this: anything is possible. I want to tell you this: the world is yours and everything that's in it. I want to tell you this: that every room that you walk into for the remainder of your lives, you're walking in that room because the room was incomplete until you showed up. And you're walking into that room because the room just got better because you walked in it. And if you ever need proof, look at my friend Aruna Miller. We know, and the team that we have built here in Maryland, we are proud of the fact that it is not just the most diverse team in the history of the state of Maryland, but we're proud of the fact that we are amongst the most diverse teams in the United States of America right now. And not just the most diverse, but the most effective teams inside of the country right now as well. And the Telugu diaspora, it reminds us of not just the power of our community, but the power of our work. It reminds us that in the time that we have, in the places and the spaces that we are in, we are there to be able to share our genius and share our joy. We are there to remind people that with every single place and space that we are in, we are there, as Aruna said, not to make history, but we are there to make a difference. And I'm proud of the fact that in Maryland, in partnership with so many friends here, in partnership with Jay, and in partnership with so many friends here, that we've been able to make a difference inside of our state. That the Telugu community is at the forefront of Maryland's strength as a technology powerhouse, and a medical powerhouse, and a business powerhouse, and an academic powerhouse. That you are at the forefront of everything, not just that we are as Maryland, you're at the forefront of everything that we hope to be as Maryland. That you all have been the driving force behind so many things that we have worked so hard to get done here. That when we got procurement reform done in the state of Maryland, to make sure that our minority businesses, to include our Telugu community, were getting their fair share of government contracts and could create real pathways to long-term wealth, that you were the ones who were helping to drive that agenda forward. And in Maryland, we got it done. That when we said we wanted to be the state that serves, and we made Maryland the first state in the country that now has a service year option for all of our high school graduates, giving them a chance to not just make a difference, but also make a little money while they're making a difference as well. It was the Telugu community who helped to drive it and get it done. And guess what? In Maryland, we got it done, and we got it done first. It's why we will invest in all of our schools, all of our children, all of our families. And we believe deeply that education will be the pathway to long-term opportunities for us and our communities and our families. And the reason we know that is because for myself, because for Aruna, for Guantam, for so many other people, that was the pathway to their success as well. And we want to make sure that every single one of our children have an amazing education and have an amazing opportunity to make a difference, not just in their lives and in their families' lives, but throughout the entire community and throughout the entire country and the entire world. So I think about why this is very personal for all of us and why I'm so honored to be here with the Telugu community. Because I think about what we all represent. That each and every one of us represent the hope of someone who came before us. That each and every one of us represent the hope of a community that lifted us up when maybe not every community saw us. That I know I stand here as the son of a Jamaican immigrant to this country. I stand here as the grandson of a woman who was born in Cuba. I stand here as the grandson of somebody who one of his earliest memories was watching a white supremacist organization run his family out of this country. That we all stand here as the products of people who, even if they did not see the glory for themselves, they were willing to fight for the hope of each and every one of us. That they were willing to put in the work to make sure that we had a chance to see higher. That they were willing to sacrifice if it meant that we could receive the fruits of their labor. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you because you, all of you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. And as we know, we are now having a chance to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States. And we'll look back at so many familiar names, people who made history, and we'll look back at familiar names like the George Washingtons and the Thomas Jeffersons and the James Madisons. But I also want to be clear about this. When we're talking about the history of this country and what makes this country so special and so powerful, while we will talk about George Washington and James Madison, we will also talk about Jay Chala. We will also talk about Sridhar Banala. We will also talk about Aruna Miller. We will talk about Telugu Americans who were willing to fight and sacrifice and build, willing to love and care for one another, and willing to show everybody in this country and around the world that the thing that makes us strong, the thing that makes us great, the thing that makes us powerful is that we stand together, we lift each other up, we protect each other, we will do the work, we will do the work today, we will do it tomorrow, we will do it in the future, so future generations will be able to come to future Telugu gatherings and say that those who came before us, that they did the work on our behalf and that they understood the assignment. So I'm thankful. And I leave you with this. Shubha Prayanam. And thank you so much, everybody.